fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss. Them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hits inside. It's Phillips. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Frazier. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Turns it upfield.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Snags it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Sells the run, wants to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Fields. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch.
And the defense gets home and makes him play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. A man miss. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. Firing deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. It just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit.
There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. To the air, it's Chambliss. Caught. Ball spins away. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Second and long here. Just feeds the running back. Powers through the defender. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Cook. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gill. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Unloads it left. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll give to Frazier. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's past the sticks. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Completes it in the middle. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. That's caught. It's Cook. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's looking deep. Makes a deep grab. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. Their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Powers inside. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. In the backfield, it's Alexander. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That one will give them the lead. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. See some running room. Pass to 6. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his target. Not going to make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The run inside. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Making his first move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the move, it's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Burrowing for yardage. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Georgia going up tempo. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldog. The extra point here would tie the game. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one, go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion. Selling the fake.
Right side, it's Hobbs. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We're ready. Look at this Bulldog offense. They'll move the wide receiver. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Look out. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Under pressure. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I'm not going to lie, that 4th down and medium range is really, really difficult. You want to play pass, you're expecting pass, but offensively, boom, you sneak it in there. That means you knew something. You saw something against this defense that you knew it would work, Great job by the offense, sticking to their guns, calling the play there's a little bit outside the box.
To the ground, he's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldog. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Lacey. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he gets rid of it.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. With the catch, it's Gill. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Chambliss. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Hit as he throws. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship.